What's up, guys? So a big topic that's been coming up a lot on the internet is if guys can run a rear wheel from the Model 3 Performance, the 20x10 warp wheel in the front. Unfortunately, it will not fit without using a spacer. It will hit the upright, the steering knuckle. So we've already shown a video on that, and we'll share a link to it, that it does hit, but because we are turning Tim's car back to track prep, he's actually campaigning in the final event of the Model 3 Challenge in the Northern California region. We opted to use this opportunity to just put the 20x10s on front because I happen to get another set, a square set of 20x10s. And the reason we want to do that is so that you can rotate the tires. And if you're into performance driving, I mean, it really does a lot. Now, there are other changes you'll need to do to the suspension, like in the sway bars, because the car will get more tail happy. Tesla has really designed this vehicle for using a staggered arrangement. So what I wanted to show you is exactly what a 20x10 looks like in the front. Now, keep in mind, we are at a track alignment spec, so he's almost 3 degrees of camber in the front, and then, you know, 2.5 or 2.6 or so in the rear. So we are using a pretty large spacer to make this fit. So he has a lot of room between the backside of the wheel and the knuckle. But check it out, and as you can see, it is a 275 right here, upside down. All right, and this is the 20x10. We do still have the aero covers, the blade inserts on this one, but in the back we've removed them so you guys can see exactly what it looks like without the inserts in the rear. And then again, you can see the fitment of this. So if you guys are interested, he does have 2-piece rotors as well, which bumps it out almost 5 millimeters right there. And then we've also put some Aspira studded spacers on it to just get it to this fitment. Now, this vehicle is sitting at factory performance ride height. So if you run a street alignment, we'll give you a different spacer setup than what this is, but at least you get an idea of what it looks like with the factory ride height. So he still is at 380 millimeters in the front. Now he is at about 385 millimeters in the rear. So he's about maybe a 1/4 inch lower than it was from the factory. All right, so I believe a lot of the factory vehicles are around 390 millimeters. He's at 385. It still has the forward rake or the positive rake, but there you go. Now what we're going to do is show you exactly what these wheels look like on my Gen 1 Model 3 Performance that has more of a street alignment. So I do run a 19x10.5 setup with 275 square already, but I really wanted to see what the 20x10s would look like on my vehicle and see what the efficiency is like. So I'm actually going to keep the inserts on mine. So this is Tim's original wheel. He took his out. Those are a pair of my wheels. So my rears are still over there in the back of the building. We're going to put them on my Model 3 Performance, my 2020. We're going to share those with you, show you exactly what it looks like, and we'll share you guys with our spacer fitments and our recipes, all in the links in the description below. So if you guys do want to get a spacer conversion package for a 20x10 warp setup, just hit those links and we'll be glad to ship you out a set of spacers. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, and this is our new addition to the family. This is Belle. She's our new long-haired miniature dachshund. She's so cute. But thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next one. And you may see me in more videos, too, because sometimes I just want attention. All right, guys. So, I daily drive on these 1910.5 AF10s with 275/35 Falcon Azenis FK460 all-season tires. I love this setup. But now we got the 20x10 rear wheels off of a Highland Performance in the front of my car. So we have a square setup now, like we said. They're all installed. We've left the blades, the aero caps inside. We got the factory center caps on. So I'm going to use this as a proof of concept. We'll chart the efficiency of it and just see if it actually improves. I don't really expect it to do that much, to be honest, because I've done several wide setups on my car before. But that's not really the intention. I'm not doing this for range or efficiency. I'm doing this to basically give you guys proof that you can go to a squared setup. So if you're not worried about range and you do want to improve the steering response of the vehicle, maybe modify, some of your suspension setups or whatever, this is a great setup. So we've put together our spacer recipe. Now, I'm pretty low I do have adjustable camera arms, so I'm actually running a bigger spacer than normal because of the added camera I run for my 1910.5 setup. So in order to make it flush, I am running a bigger spacer than what we would probably advise for you guys. So I'm running around 1.8 degrees of camera in the front, around 1.5 to 1.7 or something in the back. So if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, please reach out to us. Let us know what your suspension setup is. We need to advise you on the alignment specs because without that, we can't give you the spacer recipe. So we're happy to help you guys out. So just check out the links in the description below. We will put a product listing there for spacer packages for various OEM setups as well from Aspira. And let us know exactly what suspension setup you have, what alignment settings you're going for, and we'll be able to customize and cater a setup just for you with the spacers to get this stuff nice and flush like mine. So check it out, run down the line of the car, and you guys can see how nice this fitment is. And you can see back here as well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I've already actually driven the car. I drove it over the weekend and it drives and handles so good. I really, really am impressed. Actually, I thought it would ride horribly going back to a 20-inch setup, but it didn't. So that was a nice and welcome surprise. But yeah, there you go, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Check out the links in the description below for our spacer packages for all of your OEM Tesla wheel needs. Let's go.